Welcome folks back to the studio. My name is Armin, and I want to show you a transition of a past way that I've predominantly worked in with oil pastels, oil bars, and mixed media. And then something I'm just started to do in the last couple of weeks because I want to speed up the process of my work and create a different overall patina and texture. And I'm trying to incorporate more acrylic paint and less oil pastel, less oil bar, and glazing of those mediums to create my texture. So here is one example of my recent acrylic work, and I'm going to push it up real close. So you can see my forms are pretty much consistent with my past abstracts that you've seen on the YouTube channel. And what you're seeing is, I believe that I'm up close to 50 or 60% of where I want to go for surface coverage of my acrylic paint. And I'm not using grease markers or oil markers in here for my black lines. What I'm using is basically a charcoal pencil, and you can find these anywhere. You could find charcoal, any kind of charcoal medium. So that charcoal medium, once the liquid acrylic paint hits, or I just hit it like that, I can rub it out with my fingers, so I'm not really creating dark intonation. So look for these charcoal pencils. They have that ribbon around you can pull away and use these for a length of time. So to compare this as a contrast, this is a previous piece I probably did a couple summers ago, and this piece here, it's on my right, so I'm sure it's on your left over there. And this piece shows more deeper grease pencil black markings from the oil bars, the oil pastels. Those China markers are like a grease pencil with a oil-based consistency. So here is one of those, and this is done from a few years ago, and this would take me longer because I'm not painting as much. I'm only doing about 10% of a wash on the base layer versus this where I'm doing about 50% coverage with the acrylic. So, and here is once again another older piece, and you can see the difference, but very close. So I hope you can see these. The one on the right's older, and I still try to keep in the symbolism of my shapes. The one on my left, your right, is a lot newer, just done in the last week or so. So I want to show you, where did I put them? No, oh, here they are, just stay right there. I'm going to get you two more pieces. And these also show newer abstract, different nuance going on with the color. And I will work up on these and get more involved in making them a little more abstract, a little more defined, a little more bringing in the organic, natural elements. And what I love about this, it's pretty hot and steamy, you know, for the last few days in New York City, almost to the level the city wants to blow up. But it made this weather, if you hear that or feel it, this weather makes the canvas like a drum top. And this is so great to work on because it's almost as firm and stiff as a drawing paper on a drafting table, or working on a piece of archival wood. So this is great. And then when you don't get the humid weather, I usually spray water on the back of these. So that's another piece. And I have another piece here I'm working on. So I'm excited about these, and my goal is to work faster, get to my color vibrations a lot quicker, and do less drafting of my hand trying to draw the shapes. Let the abstract shapes form from my brushwork. So there you go. I hope you enjoy this, and I will lay these out because I want to show these. Okay, as I've told you guys several times, I'm a big fan of working in series. So you can see these new pieces, how I'm thinking along a series. These three canvas sizes are similar in dimension. And I'm working with the same color palette because when I work in a series, I put a lot of constraints on myself, hoping to create a strong series with some kind of coherent, cogent content. And that is the ultimate goal, and that discipline just makes your eyes sharper, makes your imagination clearer, and gives your work a more important intent. So this is the beauty of series work. So it's always good to try, and it's very easy to do. You can adapt it into your work. And as I told you in the previous segment here, these are a new attempt for me to do more painting before I start to apply my finesse and end treatments of oil pastel, oil bars, mixed media, and then glazing. And I'm pretty much 98% done with these. I don't see that I'm going to be painting on these anymore. And what I will do is just make hints with that charcoal pencil of new forms in here. And then I will glaze this layer with an acrylic matte varnish, or I'll use the some type of matte spray varnish on it because I want to seal all this. And when I seal it, then I'll work on top with my multimedia of oil pastel oil bar, and I'll show you that step as well. But let me bring this down a little closer so you can see what I was doing. And these right now are just delicious stage they're in for me to dive in and start cutting out significant abstract. And I also see the ability these could be presented individually or sandwiched together in one unified frame, leaving the median between each of them. And I also like looking at these from the vertical, and these could be hung sandwiched together from a vertical, so you can see all the subtle markings. And I have to be careful. I tend to overwork. I tend to have too much analytics going on between my ears, and I sometimes have to be careful of a heavy hand, applying too much color, and just getting wrought up. I just have to surf. Learn to surf with the color, shapes, design over this imagery and not get too crazy. So that's going to be the challenge, because they're not far from where they need to be. Okay, and I hope you all enjoyed this, and I surely appreciate if you give me a like and subscribe to my channel so you will get notified when I post new versions of this process. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.